Hello, this is me. I'm Jennifer, and I love to dress up. It's my favorite thing. Let me show you. I like to dress up in these old-fashioned dresses. I usually order them on Amazon, or sometimes I will make them. This one I ordered, and I got this hat from Germany. I love it. You can usually see me around Germany wearing lace gloves, maybe a fur cape. I just like to dress up. I think I was just born in the wrong century. That's what I tell everybody when they ask. But anyway, this is my antique chair, by the way. This is my desk I'm sitting at. I'm going to sit down. It's very hard to sit down in a hoop skirt. Usually I have to pull it up in the back when I get in the car. But, you know, this is my butterfly wall and my chandelier that's awesome. It's really big for my office. Today, I just want to say, let me adjust this, that I watched a lot of minimalist videos lately. Well, maybe a month or so ago. I was just interested in simplifying things because I was so stressed out. I have anxiety, I have depression. There's just too much to do in my day. Like, I have 4 kids, so there's always clubs to take them to, and basketball and soccer and all these things, and after school clubs that I'm in charge of, and shopping and making the food and going and picking them up from the bus stop. And then I have to try and finish my online interior design class, which is taking a lot of time. Plus, we're living here in Europe, in Germany, so I feel like I want to travel and I have to plan a trip every month, and I feel blessed to be able to do that, but it's a lot of work to be a travel agent. We don't book with a travel agency. I do all the planning because it's cheaper and we get to see what we want to see. And so there's just a lot going on in life. But running the laundry, cleaning the house involved, right? I mean, there's just so many things. I'm sure even if you don't have as many things as me, you have a lot to do. So one thing, I'm just going to go over like what I've done to include all of my hobbies that I like to do, plus all the work I have to do, plus, you know, all the things I have to juggle. Anyway, today I just want to tell you about what I've done. So watching the minimalist videos, they tell you a lot about simplifying things, getting rid of a lot of the stuff in your house that you don't need, that's causing clutter, that's causing anxiety. When I help people clean their houses, they mention a lot that they have too many things, and the constant cleanup and organization of those things can cause stress. So the first thing you should probably do in your life to be not minimalist, I can't be totally minimalist because that's not how I am. Obviously, you look at my house, most minimalists do not have butterflies painted on their walls and big chandeliers and all this stuff and collect things like I do over on my shelf just because they want to live simply, I guess. But I like lots of decorations and things, but I don't have a ton of clutter around. I have what I like and what I need and some collections, obviously, because I travel. But we don't have a ton of clutter. When we don't need something, we get rid of it. So I went through my closets, my kids' closets and drawers and all that stuff, and got rid of all the clothing that we didn't need. My kids said they had too much, so we got rid of some of that. If you don't have toys you play with anymore, I know it's hard. I have trouble getting rid of toys, but it's good to do. I went through just anything you haven't used for a year or anything that doesn't bring you joy. I like Marie Kondo's theory of if it doesn't bring you joy or if you're not using it, get rid of it, okay? So I did do that. I went through and did that. So I'm not minimalist by any means, but I do not have too much that I don't use. If I use it, obviously I have lots of historical clothing and costumes. I use those. You know, anything that makes your lifestyle happier or that you use is great. Anyway, so besides that, lately I've been just so stressed out with all the things I have to get done and everything. How can you, or how do you, put everything into your day that you want to accomplish, but still live slowly? I also was looking at videos on YouTube about people that live slow living. And I was like, what is slow living? Slow living, as I understand it, is living as if, living slower and more deliberately and enjoying things. It's like smelling the roses. That's kind of what it is. Like, take time to slow down. Don't put so many things in your day. I have to say, when I lived in Japan a year and a half ago, everything there was done so slowly. We lived in Okinawa, and it was just an island, and it was island life, and people drove so slowly that I just about drove me crazy the first couple months. I was like, can't you go faster? So slow. And so I learned there to drive slower. I learned that I couldn't get as many places as quickly as I wanted to, so I had to do like maybe one errand a day. I couldn't get as much done in a day. And also I went to the beach a lot. So I just lived slower, and I don't know, living slower just means that you are not doing things slowly necessarily, but you're doing less. You're living more intentionally. You're doing the things that you enjoy. You're not like trying to pack it all in. You're not trying to work like all day long and then come home and do all these things. You're just expecting to do less in a day, I think is what that means. So, and that goes along with doing things that bring you joy, just like having things that bring you joy, doing things that bring you joy. If you're depressed and if you have anxiety and all these things, slow down. Don't have to accomplish so much. Cut things out of your life that don't bring you joy or that are just taking up too much time. Kids don't need a million activities. Actually, it's been proven that kids actually need more sleep. We need more sleep and need more unstructured activities. So kids need more of the time where the parents are like, go figure it out. No electronics, no TV. I'm not going to find anything to entertain you. You need to go have something to do. Just go make it up. Back in my day, we would just go outside. We'd make up random things like cougars, climbing up the hills, tackling each other. We'd make up submarine games, wrap ourselves in sheets, So unstructured playtime for kids is probably the best thing you can do for them. Taking out electronics and things that don't, yeah. So doing that. Also, so there's that. Also give yourself some unstructured time where you don't have something scheduled or you don't have some errand to do. Just take time to, just now, I went on an hour-long walk through the forest in my little German village. It's 1,000 years old. It's a really cute village in Germany. It's so cute. I feel so blessed. We have a monastery and a castle right out the window. I don't know if I can show you that right here. It's adorable. I love it so much. But anyway, unstructured time to do what you love or just something that relaxes you, just to not be thinking about anything. So like I went for a walk in the forest and the birds were singing and my phone battery died, so I wasn't able to take more pictures. And I was just forced to just walk. And I could hear the stream and the birds singing in the trees, and it was so lovely. And someone stopped and asked me why I was wearing this dress. And I tried to speak in German as best as I could. I'm trying to learn. That's one thing I'm doing. But anyway, it was just a lovely time to walk and to just think. And also, let me tell you what in my day, what I like to do and what I try to fit in my day. And I'll kind of tell you how it goes. Before, there was so much to do that I just didn't do anything. I don't know if you can relate with that. I just got so depressed, I would just sit. I would do nothing. And I would eat junk food, and I would sit and watch Netflix and play video games because there was nothing. I couldn't do everything on my list, so I just was like, I give up. I'm not going to do anything. And that's not a good habit to get into. So I took a step back. I listened to podcasts about sleeping. I listened to podcasts. I'm going to see a therapist. I listened to podcasts about, I watch videos on minimalism and living slower and all these things. And I've come to the conclusion that I need to slow down and I need to focus on things. I did watch a podcast on sleep, and he did say that you need at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep. 7 to 9. If you're getting less than 7 hours of sleep, your life will be shortened. It said that if you sleep less, you'll live fewer years. Your life will be shortened by decades. I mean, so if you think that you're getting more done by staying up and trying to do things and getting less sleep, you're shortening your life span. So it's better to get the proper amount of sleep every night and live longer and get more done in those years that you're living longer. So I'll go over that later. But if you want to know more about sleep, this one's just about fitting everything in your life that you want to fit so that you have a good life. So here's what I want to get done in my day. Tell me if you can relate, moms, or anyone. Okay, so I have an interior design class that I need to finish, course. It's going to take me a few more months. I need to do some of that in my day, okay, because I want to become an interior designer, so I got to get that done. Another thing I want to accomplish in my day is I want to get some cleaning done, some laundry, maybe I want to clean up the house. I'll talk more about that in a minute. I also want to enjoy nature because my favorite thing is just being out in nature, hiking in the forest. I like to dress up. That's another thing I want to do every day. I like to dress up to go out on my walks. Usually I'm in more relaxed clothing than the house because it's hard to move in these corsets, you know. But like, I love strolling outside in my beautiful clothes. Those are both hobbies that I love. So I want to fit those in my day. I love to read. I want to fit that in. I love reading historical fictions, historical books. I love it. So make time for books. I do like an occasional Netflix show. Usually we'll just do those on the weekends, you know, when we can, Fridays, Saturdays. So, but that's not something I need to fit into my day because that's kind of a waste of time. I also love spending time with my family. So kind of got to fit that in there somewhere after school and after work and when the kids and husband get home. Something else I like to fit into my day. Oh, yes, exercise. You need to exercise. But mostly, the best way to stay fit, just remember this, is short spurts of exercise. You don't need long ones. And also, healthy eating. Healthy eating is 90%. If you're not eating healthy, you don't feel good. I did not feel good. Just a few days ago, I decided to start eating healthier, and I've done this before. I don't know why I stopped doing it, but I was so addicted to sugar and junk food that's all I ate. I didn't eat any vegetables or fruits. I was just living off of junk food, and it was just not. I felt so depressed. So the last week or so, I've substituted sugar, candy, and all that junk food for this, a cutie. This is probably one of the most healthy fruits you can eat. Oranges and cuties. They have all the vitamins and vitamin C. It takes care of your sweet craving for sure. It's a little hard the first couple days, but after a while you're just like, this is enough sweetness in a day. You really only need one fruit a day. That's enough sugar for a whole day. My son has been studying nutrition. That's all you need in one day. Anyway, so I want to eat healthier. That's another goal of mine, is to eat healthier because it makes me feel better. Exercising, which just includes like, I go out and do some boxing on my, punching bag. I go out and jog around the monastery in the morning. It's just a small jog. It's like 10 minutes, you know. I do some jumping jacks and to exercise the whole body. I'll run up and down some stairs maybe if I want. I'll lift some weights just a little bit, you know, or do push-ups or do planks. You don't need a gym. You can do all these things at home. Maybe I'll post another one of those on that. But seriously, guys, you don't need to be working out for 2 or 3 hours a day. You can spread out your exercise. Go walking more. Instead of driving, go walk. Go out and play with your kids, you know. Anyway, exercise. I wanted to fit that into a day. Another thing I wanted to fit into the day is, let's see what else. Planning trips. I go on all these trips. I gotta fit in planning trips because I'm the one that plans them. Gotta fit that into my day. Okay, so there's all these things I want to fit in my day. That's pretty much it, I think. Oh, errands. You gotta fit errands in there somewhere. You gotta fit cleaning, all that crap. I do love errands. I do like to go visit these German cities and these castles every once in a while. So those are the things I need to fit in a day. That's a ton of crap. Then there's the things that I have to fit in my day, which are like the errands. I got to go pick up my kids from the bus stop. I got to go take them to basketball practice. I got to practice soccer with my son because I'm just his soccer coach. Out of nowhere, I'm just decided, I'm going to be a soccer coach. So I got to go play at the soccer field that's by our house. I got to take him to soccer real soon. I run the chess club. I'm the coach for the chess club at the elementary school. Got to do that. Got to take my daughter to therapy. Got to take me to therapy. I got to, what else? I mean, there's so many things that I have to do with my week, my days. So you got to fit those in somewhere, right? So on the days that I have those things, I have to do less of the want tos, unfortunately. Well, maybe. Anyway, so here's what I decided to do. Today, this is what my schedule looks like. Overwhelming stuff to do, I know. On my phone, in the Notes app, I keep a list of a schedule. I list things in order of importance that need to be done. These are like the need tos. It's like, say you have a trip, I got to book things soon. Say I have to get a doctor appointment, I got to take this, I got to get a birthday party ready, whatever. List things in importance on your schedule of what need to get done. It could be the whole week you need to get them done, whatever. List them in order of importance. And then when you sit down to do your to-do list, you have them in order and you just cross them off and you feel so good. You're like, oh, I'm getting that done. Don't expect to get 12 things on your list done in a day. I have 12 things on my list. Expect like maybe 1 or 2, okay? this is what I do. This is what I did today. Woohoo! Okay, here we go. So I woke up. My kids and husband wake up at 5:36. They get ready for school. They have to drive quite a ways to the bus stop. He drops them off at the bus stop, then goes to work. I'm usually awake by 6:30 to say goodbye. Sometimes I like to try and go back to sleep till 8 if I can, but lately there's been tractors in my backyard and making noise at 7, so I can't. So I either get up at between 6:30 and 8. I chose to get up at 8 because I tried to go back to sleep. Whatever. Anyway, I got up. I started out. I didn't eat first because I wanted to exercise because I didn't want to get side ache and stuff. So I went to exercise. I went outside and I punched the punching bag for a little bit. It kind of hurt my shoulders. It's a lot of work. I'm going to be sore tomorrow. And then I jogged around the monastery. It was really pretty. I came back. I did a few jumping jacks. I did some planks. I lifted a few weights. It all took like half an hour. No problem. Then I was going to turn on a show, but I was like, no show. I got to get things done. I went into the kitchen. I cooked 2 fried eggs. I had my fiber cereal. Cereal is not good for you. I'm not endorsing cereal. It's the worst food you can have. But this is just an unsweetened kind of fiber cereal that helps me, help my bowel movements. Anyway, so I had my fiber cereal with milk. I had a cup of milk because I love milk, and it's a natural fat. Natural fats are good for you. I think that's all I had for breakfast. Kind of small, but I didn't eat a lot. It's okay. Then I came downstairs immediately to work. I wanted to get right to work. I went and I brushed my teeth and took care of all that, blah, blah, blah. Sent a few texts out. I thought I'm going to be to work at 9, which is just my little office here in the house. I got to the door at 9:03 and I was like, oh no, don't tell my boss. I'm 3 minutes late. My boss is me. I'm the boss, but I just like to say, don't tell my boss. Anyway, I'm going to add a little humor in my life or else it's not worth living. So I started working, I worked for a couple hours on my interior design stuff because that was very important. If I don't finish it in 3 months, I have to renew it and I have to pay for it. I don't want to do that. So I did that for a couple hours until I did everything I could. And then I sat and I planned our, what trip did I plan? Egypt trip, because we're going in a few weeks. Which is awesome. I've always wanted to go to Egypt. Oh my gosh, I'm so lucky. Anyway, so excited. I sat there and I planned that for a while and I have to do it some more right now. Get everything booked, get everything scheduled, blah, blah, blah. But then I was like, okay, it's lunchtime. It's 1 o'clock. I went up and I had some food, pasta, a little bit of pasta, some Cheetos, which are not great for me, but whatever. I'm going to eat this. And then I went for a walk, another walk. The jog didn't count. I went out, I went for an hour-long walk. I had my dress on, and it was beautiful. And I talked to this lady in German, and I heard the birds, and it just made me so happy. And then I came home, and now I'm doing work again until I have to go pick up my kids from the bus, one of those need to things. And then I think I'm going to come back, and I'm going to tell them no electronics, go outside and play. Well, maybe while I do a couple more things, like maybe I'll go out and play with them, or I'll try and do some more work. Let's see. Then it's Friday, Fun Day Friday. So we usually watch movies. So we're going to finish some movies we started watching a while ago, since we stick to our bedtime now so we can get more sleep. Then we'll just have some fun. Usually, like after school, I would have to go to therapy or to a club or something like that. But anyway, I like playing with my orange. Anyway, and then our new bedtime now is 9 o'clock. Like, we do this thing called circle time. It's at like 8 o'clock, where we all do more around 8:45ish. Anyway, we get together as a family and we go over the week, or I teach my kids something, or we tell everyone what our favorite thing was that day. We just do some little thing, and then we get big hugs and say love you, and we go to sleep. It's really cute. Anyway, usually we do circle time, and then our new bedtime is 9. We try and be in our beds at 9 or 9:30, and then I read for half an hour. That's my reading time. I love to read. My husband likes to go to sleep, but he just puts on a blindfold. I sit there and I read for 30 minutes, my cool books, and then I go to sleep. Now that's our day. And sometimes I fit in other different things in there, like, all the other have-tos, but that is a good day. I didn't try and do too much. Oh, the errands that I was the to-do list, the checklist, I usually at the beginning of work, I usually try and take care of a couple things that are most important. So make sure and do those at the beginning of the day if you can. Sometimes you have to schedule your day around them. But that's a pretty good day. If you think about it for the sleep thing, midnight, what does the word midnight mean? I listened to a sleep podcast and he said midnight technically means the middle of the night. Midnight. So it should be the middle of your night. So you should be going to bed at 8 or 9 o'clock when the sun goes down. And you should be getting up 7 to 9 hours later, which is like 6:30 before the sun comes up. That's usually how they did it back then, and this is how you should do it. You should be getting that sleep. So we've been trying it, and I haven't been as exhausted lately. It's been nice. It really has. I don't stay up late and watch a movie and eat junk food. I get some sleep. I think we've all been pretty good for that. Try and include the healthy foods in there somewhere. I'm not very good at that yet. But anyway, that's a pretty good day. It's slowing down. I'm not trying to run everywhere and do all these tons of errands. I'm just slowing down. So do that. Make the to-do list. Get rid of clutter in your house. That will figure out a good exercise program. If you have any questions, I can help you with that. I've researched a lot about that. Don't cut out so many foods. Don't cut out the natural fats and natural carbs. You need those. If you don't eat those, your body is going to hold on to all that fat in your body because it doesn't have enough going in. So you eat the natural ones. The natural, if you know what I mean, like bacon's are fatty, milk is fat. I don't know, just all those things. I'm not a nutritional expert, but you can kind of guess. Anyway, include those vegetables and those fruits, and you can still eat breads and pasta. You don't got to cut everything out except for the sugar. Sugar's bad. And like fried food's not so good. But like, you know what I mean? Like, and the amount you eat is important. So anyway, that's a subject for later. But anyway, I just wanted to say that slow down your schedule. If you want to contact me, if you want to comment down below or whatever, and I can help you figure out what you want to be doing with your day. Maybe I can help you arrange things. Yeah, we could do that. Because I think it's good for everyone to succeed at life and to do what you want to do in your day. It's important. So anyway, this was really long. If you watched it to here, then you're awesome. You could push the like button if you want. Share with your friends if you think that they need to hear this. Yeah. And next time, I think I will be talking more about, well, put down below in the comments what you want to hear about. Do you want to hear about sleep more? Because I have lots of good advice on sleep. Do you want to hear about eating well and exercise? Do you want to hear about my adventures in Germany and all that? Do you want to see all the fancy dresses that I've been wearing? I'm pretty good at advice. I'll listen and I'll help. Yeah. Okay. Have a good day. And get done what you want to do and relax and do the things you need to do, but also do some things you want to do and slow down. You can take longer to do things. It's okay. Bye.